Here's 3 tips to create standout emotes that truly capture your emotions. Tip number 1, stage more dramatically. Staging is the way you compose your emote and the way you emphasize the main action of the emote. For example, if the main idea of your emote is anger, do things that properly frame and emphasize that emotion dramatically. This is incredibly important because emotes appear in a small format, so actions have to be exaggerated in order to come through. Here's an example of staging from animation in Disney's Robin Hood from 1973.
Shoot him!
Freeze. This is an excellent example of staging and emphasizing the emotion being conveyed. It's tension, it's anxiety, and most importantly, it's a single frame that perfectly emotes fear. Here's a couple of examples of how dramatic staging is used in my work. This is my chilling emote and my shocked emote. The first emphasizes being cool with a leather jacket, a smirk, and sunglasses. The second emphasizes shock through the open mouth, dilated pupils, and added lines of emphasis. Tip 2, utilize the square. The square is a shape whose ratio is 1:1, i.e. the length and width are the same. And in this instance, it's the most important constraint. There are some shapes and forms that lend well to a square file format and others that don't. The limit of making everything perfectly square prohibits you from being able to convey something with great width or great height. Instead, everything is perfectly proportionate. This sounds like a bummer, but I believe it's from the constraints that artistic expression is allowed to flourish. For this example, I'm going to show you my stare emote. This emote is one of my best examples of taking up the full frame. I did this by making the face have square-like proportions and take up the maximum amount of room without being cut off. There are few wasted pixels in this emote, and if you only get one takeaway from this section, it's this: don't waste pixels. And tip number 3, resize the emotes manually. This last note is much less philosophical and a lot more technical, but it comes from experience of designing emotes for people over the last 2 years. Twitch has 3 iterations of emote sizes: 112 by 112, 56 by 56, and 28 by 28. These are all the possible ways that they appear on Twitch's platform. Twitch allows you the option of uploading one image and letting the platform rescale your emote automatically. However, in my experience, the quality of the smaller, more compressed sizes are severely downgraded from the exports I've seen from most design programs. So here's the steps I recommend to manually export these emotes. Take the files from your original design and export it as a PNG in case it has any transparency. Then, make a new file in sizes 112 by 112, 56 by 56, and 28 by 28. Import that larger PNG into each and just scale it to fill the whole frame. Then export the file from each and upload each of the 3 sizes manually. If these were in any way helpful to you, be sure to share them with a friend and join the Streamer Network for more advice from other streamers.